from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amy Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fashion Friday. Welcome to another show at Haberdasher's Couch. You don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And I'm so happy to have Mr. Keith Dorsett here today. You know, he really gave me an idea because when he came in today, he had in his pocket a pair of glasses.
Reading glasses, too.
Well,
so you can tell the people, you're like...
So that you can see the numbers. See the numbers, folks, so he can count the cash. That's right. But did you know, gentlemen and ladies, that fashion for your face is actually super cool? We often overlook the finishing touches with accessories. It happens to be the eyeglasses. Now, with the advent of acetates, right, stronger than plastic, right, wood pulp based, and they can mold and shape them into any forms. They can do layers, different colors. It's amazing, Keith.
And you're like
lightweight.
You're a model. You got to tell people.
Eyebops, folks. Eyebops.
This is
Fashion
Anthony.
for your face. Anyway, tell me a little bit about fashion for our face, Keith.
Well,
give me your perspective.
You actually brought it, and for me, I kind of have.
Can I see those on your face?
Easy access.
Yeah.
So it's here.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like a pocket square, but it's not a pocket square.
It's my eye pocket square. Eye pocket square.
Okay. We get that. We copyrighted that. So whatever you're thinking, we're gonna make it.
Whoa! You are handsome.
Your IQ just jumped up about 50 points, my friend.
50? I was looking for 51.
I love those glasses on you, man. And I tell you, let's dissect this just a little bit. Let's just preface. What is the right? Leave them on. What is the right eyeglass for your face? It has to do with the shape of your face. If you have a round. If you have a round bald head, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go square, right, to kind of break up that roundness.
Yes.
And you know what we're also gonna talk about is chiseled face. Like if you look at
underneath here,
me?
it's chiseled. Oh, Jesus. I knew that was coming. Yeah. But
I wish I had a chiseled face.
You did. You brought up a great point earlier today, and you said, Keith, we have these wonderful readers and eyeglasses, and that changes the attitude of people. It's an accessory that you can get, and really something very simple. Doesn't cost a lot, and you can change them out. You don't have to have the same one.
Right.
You can have fun with them. You can do fun colors. So I was like, yeah, we're ahead of the curve. I already have that. And lastly, you could be like, we really need them.
Well, we do. We do need them to just about do anything throughout the day. But you know what's interesting with these acetates, with these moldable, shapeable materials, where colors can be dynamic. They can shift from browns to blacks. What's interesting though is that we can put clear lenses in them, so we don't necessarily need prescription, right? And like me, what I do is. Here we go. He's got another pair, folks. Let's see what this is. Now this, and do you want to know something? That's actually an aviator shape, which would have been wire framed, right? So we talk about wire framed glasses, but where did you get those? Those are sweet. Now,
I have these on. I can't talk.
The Wayfarer, which is really resembles what I have on, and the aeronautical, which he has on, is based off of the Aviator. The Aviator, in 1940 something ish, eyewear became pretty hip, right? We see that all the way through the cinema of 40s, all the way up into the 70s, where superstars wore sunglasses, right? Jack Nicholson wears sunglasses everywhere. But the Aviator was a wire frame. And wires are back. The titanium is actually strong, flexible, and you can actually do a lot of really nice, sophisticated looks with that type of eyewear. Always choose glasses that balance and accent the shape of your face, folks, and you will be wonderful. Select the material. The material should be color and pattern that complement your wardrobe. Now, we're talking wardrobe. We're talking, like today, I got a pair of green glasses on, and I have accents of green to sort of, I want to pull color and textures together, and I did that with. And why are you smiling at me?
Because you're expressing yourself. I am so proud of you.
You think I'm pretty dang hip, don't you?
Nice velvet.
Yeah, I tell you, Keith.
Yeah, but it is really such a wonderful way. I'm excited about it. It's such a wonderful way to express your style. And I actually dress people based on some of the glasses that they come in with, right? You can kind of get a sense of what their style is. If somebody has on a red, you know they're okay with something a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more forward thinking in their clothing. So you can kind of get a feel for what someone's wearing because you spend so much time fitting them and picking them
now,
up.
because you're a lover, I know you're a lover, we always want to talk about and consider activities in which we wear glasses too. Keith is a lover. He wears... Keith, what are you wearing today? Anyway, wearing eyeglasses that are specifically made for a certain type of athletic event. If you are sitting in front of a computer all day long, maybe consider a pair of lightweight wireframes. And also, Keith, what else do I have to talk about here? Oh, vintage. Let's just go over vintage just real quick. Eyewear in vintage. So you can go to an antique store and find old eyewear, which have, different looks to them, but you can also put your prescription in those too. But a lot nowadays is inspired by the frames of the old.
Yeah.
And so that's all I wanted to say about eyewear. Don't buy 5 pair.
Yeah.
Get them in different colors. Have fun with them.
Collection.
Be Larry Calhoun and have about 20 of them on his desk, just in case he needs one.
And as you get older, you will need them.
You will need them. And Keith, any what would you say, eye-opening comments that you want to leave us with today?
I know you couldn't resist.
Yeah, I mean, just give me one. Come down to Heimie's Experience, our iBops eyewear.
We do have some wonderful
We have
ones.
some beautiful ones in stock.
Beautiful.
Keith, put your glasses on and get the show out of here, will you? That's darn nice, folks. That's darn nice. We'll see you next week.
It's Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Happy Friday. I'm here again with Todd Walker, Todd About Town, the guy in the know. What's happening around town for the holiday seasons? He's brought some real winners. I love your lineup.
Firsthand, I can tell you it's pretty interesting. It's Holidays on the Hill, and it's at the James J. Hill Mansion, and this just runs through the 31st. You go in, and they take you around the house, and they have people dressed in the period that they would have celebrated. Christmas at the Hill House. They show you what the table setting was like, and they have an amazing, magnificent tree when you come in too. So it's really very
That's
pretty.
what I was going to ask you. And actually, what's interesting is that house was completed in 1891 when they still had horses, and we had downtown haberdasheries, merchants. 44,000 square foot home at that era.
Yeah.
Todd, that's big.
Yeah, and even this is a good chance for people that just want to go through the house and have never gone through it, because it's just the way it's decorated is just really great.
So
really great.
he was known as the empire builder, the Great Northern Railroad, and he died with a fortune, get this, in 1916, $63 million. Now,
And really, I didn't know that.
that's got to be $1 billion nowadays.
Jeez.
He had to have been one of the wealthiest
Wow.
men in America.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's beautiful.
moving on. Check it out because I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. I want to go to that.
Yeah,
I want to go to that.
it's very cool.
And then we go to the Holiday Flower Show, which is really that also is celebrating how many years of doing that? That dates back to 70 years.
Yeah,
1925.
This is at the Kuma Park Zoo and Conservatory. So the conservatory, you go in, they change the show out there regularly, definitely seasonally.
So a couple facts here. Began in 1925. Red, orange, and yellow poinsettias on display. Poinsettias are native to the Pacific Coast. they can reach heights of over 30 feet.
Yeah, and that's like in.
I didn't know that.
I think it's in Mexico City. Yeah,
City. Yeah.
They're huge. They turn into like big, huge trees.
They have that big round circle in Mexico City where it's all poinsettias.
Yep.
And
I
then
visited one in San Juan, Puerto Rico too, and they do the same thing.
right, and as long as you're warm, and you got something else on your mind, you can go see Peter Pan.
I went last night.
Keith saw it.
Last night?
No, he saw it last week. He loved it. He thought it was great.
It's a really great show.
Yeah.
And I guess I had forgotten how much I had forgotten about what the show is, and it's just a really fun show. It's great for the holidays, and the kids are going to love it.
How was Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell was great.
Was she magical?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she fly?
Yep. Tinkerbell flies.
They both flew.
Yep, they both fly. So it's just a fun show.
Absolutely.
Definitely go and see it. So Wonderful Life is happening right over here. It's the live radio play, and it's been going on for a number of years. And it's a great show. It's the 17th season, actually, of It's a Wonderful Life. And it happens right over here at St. Paul Hotel. Tickets start at like $105, $110.
Yeah.
And you get dinner, and the cast is great.
I'm saying, but Frank Capra did the film,
right?
Back in the 40s. But I'm talking about this radio. He wrote this specifically for this.
It's adapted.
Adaptation.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a fun show. I mean, it's like you're watching a live radio broadcast of It's a Wonderful Life, and in a very nice setting. And St. Paul Hotel looks very festive right now as well.
3-course dinner, luncheon or dinner.
Yep.
Check it out at www.stpaulhotel.com. Holiday hot chocolate.
Yep, this is just happening this weekend, and it's two favorites in town. T. Michael Rambo and Thomasina Petrus are performing, and it's called Holiday Hot Chocolate, and they both are very talented vocalists.
Hello, this is Amye the Hypnotist here at beautiful Heimie's Haberdashery, and this is Coffee Talk. Today we're going to talk about subliminal advertising. What is it? Does it work? Does it really affect our decision making? Well, the concept started in 1957 when an advertising guru had a press conference, and he announced that he used images, just split-second images spliced into a film, and was able to up the popcorn sales by 18% and the Coca-Cola sales by a whopping 58%. This was huge. The media got a hold of it. There were lots of different reactions. Most people were terrified. Could this overwrite your own wants and desires? Was this some form of mind control? What if it got into the wrong hands? Well, fortunately, it turns out that all of that research was false. But the idea certainly got into the common mythology of our popular culture. Now, the Dutch in the early 2000s did some other studies, and it turns out that there are some subtle ways that subliminal advertising can affect our decisions. It needs to have really exact conditions that mostly work in a laboratory. Now, moving forward to the 2015s, the British redid some of these studies as well, and they discovered that if you use subliminal advertising for items that you are already going to buy, for example, if you play Italian music in a wine store, people tend to buy more Italian wines. However, you are not going to randomly purchase things due to subliminal advertising that you weren't already in the market for. So, is subliminal advertising real? Well, mostly no, but just enough yes to make it interesting. And that, my friends, is Coffee Talk.